Hey, it's starting out with E-Grill. Got myself some premium ground bison meat here. There's a couple packets, each are 1 1/4 pound, so about 2.5 pounds of ground bison meat here. I'm going to make myself up some bison burgers on the Weber Genesis 2 E-310 propane gas grill with some mesquite wood chips. So going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to get the grill prep now. Alright, so at the grill here, I've got my smoker box with the mesquite wood chips down here under the grates. I've got my get my knobs started up here. That one start. Oh, now it started. I'll start the second. Start the third. Now I've got my iGrill 3 ambient probe up here. Basically what I'm going to do, because bison burgers don't get cooked as hot and as quickly as, well, they cook faster than regular burgers, but you don't need to cook them as hot a cooking temperature. So I'm going to let it heat up to 500, then I'm going to lower the temp to about 400 degrees, try and maybe have all 3 burners on the same level, but try and get the temp down to about 400, maybe no more than 450. And then I'll start putting the burgers on, and I want to get the burgers to an internal meat temperature of 160 and then stop them there. So I'm going to go inside and start hurrying up prepping those burgers. Alright, so I've got my bison meat here, and I'm just going to basically try and make about maybe 4 patties out of each. So just going to divide the meat into some quarters here. Actually, I think I'm going to maybe should I do halves? It'll be kind of big burgers as halves. Yeah, I think I'll do maybe halves. They'll be bigger burgers. I like my burgers bigger, you know. So I'm going to do basically 4 big bison burgers. So that's going to be 1. I was debating if I could make, you know, like little slim quarter bison burgers, but now that I'm looking at them, like, nah, I want them big. So I'll have 4 nice large bison burgers. So this is 2. Just going to divide in half. Burger number 3. I just like to form mine nice and fat like this instead of like trying to spatula them flat like some places might do. I just like them nice and fat, like fat burgers. Now that I've got my burgers all pressed out, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to cover them. And what I'm going to cover them with is pretty simple. You see the ingredients back behind me, back behind there. I'm going to get my gloves off and I can better show you. If I can get my gloves off. Kind of. Alright. I've got some ground black pepper I'm going to sprinkle on them on both sides, and I'm also going to use some Lawry's seasoned salt just because I think it makes burgers taste pretty good. So I'm going to do that on both sides. So I'm just going to start with the black pepper. I'm just going to sprinkle it on liberally on both sides. I'm really going to let the smoke in the meat do a lot of the work for the flavoring itself. Just putting some seasoning on the exterior. When I put these on the grill, I'm going to basically let them cook for about 3 minutes on one side, flip, stick the iGrill 3 meat probe in, and let them cook on the other side till I see that 160 is achieved for the meat temperature. So I'm just going to flip them with my spatula here. And number 4. We've got my oldest son, Darnell Jr., aka DJ, working the camera today. So he gets the cameraman credit. I will say the iGrill 3 meat probe does not have a setting for bison, so I'm having to use a manual setting when I get to the point that I'm actually measuring temperature. So these all prep. The grill's about ready, so when I bring you back, we'll be out at the grill putting these on the grill. Alright, so things are getting to about 450-ish. When I give you the weather report, you'll see why I'm just going to go with 450 as far as the cooking temp. Now that I've been playing with the knobs a bit to try and keep it at about 450-ish, because it's not really getting down to even 400 at a quarter. So I'm going to go ahead and put these burgers on now. You see that smoker box is smoking some good. I don't want to overcook these things, but I'm gonna try and give them 4 minutes since they're so big before I flip them. And there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the weather report now so that you know the conditions we're dealing with. And right now it is 92 degrees out here. Real feel is 95 degrees. Wind speed is 7 miles an hour. So it's a pretty hot day here. And so I'm basically going to let these cook for about a few more minutes and then I'll bring you back. Alright, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and open up and see what's going on in there. Let's see if we got any sear action going. Do have some sear, so the flip is good. I'll stick a meat probe in one of these. And gonna close it up like that. So gonna just keep an eye on the iGrill probe, bring you back when that one reads about 160 and just pull them off, because like I said, with the beef you don't want to overcook it and it doesn't cook as long as beef, and it gets real tough if you overcook it. So I'm just going to pull them all at the same time. So I'll bring you back when they hit 160 here. Alright, so things have reached 160. I'm turning all the burners off. I don't want to overcook my bison. So I'm just showing you on the iGrill the graph view. It took about 26 minutes after I flipped, about 26 minutes after the flip, for things to reach the desired temperature. So that, you know, they seared quickly, but after that it took a while for them to reach the desired temp. Turn the iGrill off. So I'm just going to open up here. You see they're nice and done. And try and stick some cheese on each of them. Now iGrill's telling me it disconnected after I disconnected it. I'm just going to capture a photo of that. Put some cheese on these other two slices. I just want that to set in for a moment. Just give it a minute to set in. You see that mesquite is smoking hard, so I think we got a good smoke on them for sure. Let them smoke a little more. Just let that cheese melt in there. Alright, that's a little better. I'll go ahead and pull them off like that. Get meat probe out of there. See if it's probably a good sear on the opposite side. You can see there's a good sear on that back side. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to mess my cheese up, but a real good sear. Alright, so I'm going to take these on inside. Okay, so got the burgers inside. I'm going to go ahead and start building my bison burger. And this is how I like to do my burger. I'm sure you have your own preference, but I'm just going to throw some mayo on the bottom. Now I'm going to throw a nice bison burger on top of that mayo. Now I'm going to throw some ketchup and mustard on here. So there's the ketchup, and a little bit of mustard. Just build my nice bison burger. I'm going to shake my mustard up first. Don't like it coming out too runny. Alright. And that's my bison burger there. So let me get the camera adjusted for a taste test. Alright, so here's our finished bison burger. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. It's huge. It's a winner. It's juicy, it's tender, it's the way it's supposed to be. Like I said, I'll repeat again, you don't cook bison just like you cook regular beef because it cooks faster and you want to be real careful not to overcook. But it turned out good. So, and I do taste some of that mesquite in there. This is basically how you do bison burgers on your Weber Genesis 2 propane gas grill. You may do the same with other similar propane gas grills. But if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. You can also check out the website, dgrillsmoke.com, on Twitter at dgrillsmoke. Also Patreon is patreon.com/dgrill. You can also share this video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel, please, and good eating.